Good evening and welcome to the Obelisk. Tonight's guest is the lovely and talented researcher, Suzanne Potter-Thomas, whose pronouns are she, her.
Queen Princess.
It's better than was, were, right?
Yes. Was, were.
We're not sure if Nish is going to be here tonight, or our special guest, Shellback, because he's a dick and didn't respond to me.
Yeah, what's up, Shellback? Come on.
Come on, Shellback.
We want you on.
Anyway, we're just going to BS for an hour and probably call it a night. And if anyone is in chat would like to come on the show, raise your hand. And I'll make it happen.
Yeah, come on, guys.
I'll make it happen. Big Daddy Jerry will make it happen. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is going on, Suzanne? We haven't talked in like
Oh my God.
4 months. Well, we talk you and I talk every day, but I mean, you haven't been on the show in months.
Yeah. So all this Pfizer stuff's coming out, and people are like the people that are like Scott Adams. Nobody saw this. Really? No, you didn't listen to the people that saw this. You refused to listen to the people that saw this. I'm sorry. There were tons of people that saw this.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty
cool. We read the documents when they came out.
Yep.
When in 2020, when the studies came out, we read what they said, and none of it jived. We saw that. I mean, it was like, what was it? Like 0.62 efficacy or some fucking random shit like that.
So the initial trial, I don't remember the exact numbers. I think it was like 1,600 people. And I don't remember the numbers of the people in trial, but what they came out with was that
there was like 44,000 in the trial. 22,000 had the placebo until they gave everybody the vaccine.
Right, which kind of blew the whole trial. But
it did. It blew the whole trial.
But that whole 95% efficacy came out of that trial, and that the way they calculated it was, we gave this to X number of people, and 0.8% of them caught COVID, or didn't. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember the number. Basically, they had 0.8% of the people were protected from COVID, and 0.01% were not, or vice versa. 0.8%, I was right. 0.8% caught COVID, and 0.01% did not, which means there was a 95% differential. It's called a relative risk reduction. That you're because
the
0.8
2 to 1.
No. The 0.8 versus 0.01 is a 95% differential, and that's where that number, that 95% effective rate came from. But overall, it was less than 1% effective.
Yeah.
But the way they played with the stats, and if you look at absolute risk reduction, it was like I forget, 1.2%. I forget the number exactly, but it was
super low.
Super low. It's not worth any risk of.
No, the risks. Oh my God, the risks.
Yeah.
They came out with that whole list that was leaked, and sadly, only the people that were really looking for it saw it. All of our friends and family that were not looking for this stuff, who believed the government, who believed the pharmaceutical companies, they believed their data, and we all knew that it wasn't correct. And we got lambasted.
So we didn't know it wasn't correct at first. Like
we knew that they were lying about the efficacy. We always said the efficacy was not there.
Well, we didn't believe it was. We didn't know.
Believe it was.
We didn't know until the study data came out, which they tried to hide for 75 years. Never forget that. So.
Right. But who can make a vaccine in 3 hours?
Nobody.
Nobody. Not one that's safe and effective.
Uh-huh.
And the whole thing, it'll stop transmission.
Lie.
That was the whole thing. That was a complete lie.
Mm-hmm.
Complete lie. And I've watched so many videos of all these.
Yeah, I saw that one. That's great. I like the Rachel Maddow one. It will stop the virus
when you get the vaccine.
Right, in its tracks. Okay.
In its tracks.
Okay, Rachel. Robert Richard.
Okay. Wrong. Are all these people going to be prosecuted and charged $2,500 by PayPal for misinformation? I mean, come on.
I don't know. Maybe we could sue him for $1 billion like fucking Alex Jones.
Can we please?
Can you believe that Alex Jones thing? God.
No. And that, yeah, it's to scare us all, to try to get us to shut up. And we're not going to shut up. I don't care. I mean, my account's on private on Twitter.
Mine too.
I know I would be fucking. I already got on restriction for when I was not private. So, and I won because it was a common phrase that I used. I was, saying this person was a dumbass, but I was using a common phrase. And
which was?
I was like, this is a common, I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. I don't remember.
Shit
kicker? This is a common phrase that people use. How is this saying anything? And they're like, oh, okay. And so I was off restriction, or I can't, whatever they call it. But it was pretty funny.
So, sorry, I didn't announce this. Nish may join us. Her electric's out. Kind of like me last week. I didn't get to talk about the hurricane.
Yeah, talk about the hurricane.
It was big.
You went to a shelter.
I went to a shelter. So that was what, two weeks ago?
God,
it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I'm down in Florida. I was not in the direct path of the hurricane, but I was going to get the top half of it. Some south of Tampa.
Pretty close.
It was pretty close. Originally, it was like coming right at me, and then it shifted south, so that was cool. That was very nice. Nice of it. Thank you. So on Wednesday, so I watched it very closely just to figure out what to do. I talked to my neighbors. They were all going to stay. They ain't scared of nothing.
Did they all end up staying?
Yeah.
I never did ask you that. They did end up staying.
My neighbor to the left was out of town.
Okay.
On business. And the neighbor to my right is like, we're staying.
And they had a generator.
A generator, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Everyone's got generators around here.
Yeah.
So Wednesday morning, I got up at like 6, and it had grown to 150 miles an hour wind, which is like 5 miles shy of a
Cat 5.
Cat 5. Thank you. I couldn't. Think of Force 5, Fox Force 5.
Cat 5.
Yeah, that's one of those things I can't think of now. It's like,
I know, right?
It was like 5 miles shy of a Cat 5. Like, I'm going to a shelter. So I looked up the local shelter. I went over there, which was in a local high school, which was...
It was nice.
For a school.
Well, yeah, because you were in a room with just a couple other guys.
With 2 other guys, yeah.
It's not like you were in the gymnasium with 100 people.
No. There was probably 100, 120 people there total. They fed us cafeteria food, which was horrible. I can't believe kids have to eat that shit. But it was nice to have food and water.
Yeah.
And the power went out around, I don't know, before dark. The power went out. So it was a creepy night. Prancing around in a high school with no power and no, I didn't have a flashlight, and people were just like roaming the halls, like in the dark.
Yeah.
And we weren't allowed to go outside because they put us on lockdown. Once the winds got above sustained 45 mile an hour, we weren't allowed to leave.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I couldn't go out and vape. So I was like finding corners in the high school to vape in. Oh, that's why so I met this woman I was telling you about the crazy people I met.
Yeah. So tell me about the crazy people you met.
So I met this woman who she was on her. The only place we could get reception was like in these little alcoves that were next to a window. Because once you were inside the school,
a window.
There's no cell service basically.
Yeah.
And of course, Wi-Fi is down because the school's out of power, and they didn't have a generator either. So,
oh, geez.
Yeah, it was like pitch black, and then the batteries went out in the emergency lights too, which was that's what made it really creepy. Anyway, I'm in this alcove by a door. I'm vaping, reading my phone, Twitter, and whatever, trying to keep track of what's going on with the storm because it had made landfall by that point.
Yeah.
And this woman's there, and we're talking, and this is what she told me. I don't, whether it's true or not, I don't know. That she follows and knows several white hat military intel people. I'm doing the air quotes, people. And that there's something big is brewing within the white hat military community.
Ooh.
And she wouldn't elaborate, but I thought that was an interesting comment.
Yeah, that is interesting.
So anyway, I went home. I had minimal damage to my house, little roof damage. Still waiting on an estimate from the roofer.
I think you're going to have to track that guy down.
Yeah, I had some water damage on the inside of my house and found out that the ceiling tiles in my place are no longer made. So I really have no way to fix it other than drywall, which will look weird next to all this stucco type ceiling stuff. So that's fun. What else?
Can they cut the tiles?
Yeah. It's like gypsum board.
They can make tiles to fix it, right?
Not with the same pattern.
Oh.
They could put drywall and paint it, so I'll have like flat white.
Yeah.
Which actually I don't think would even look that bad.
No, it wouldn't look bad. I have a freaking popcorn ceiling here.
Yeah, well, this is like popcorn that are in rows that have strips.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to take a picture. Well, you see what I'm saying, but
it'd be better just to have regular.
Honestly, I don't give a shit. I just want it fixed.
Yeah,
I don't like having a hole in my ceiling. Plus, it could get moldy.
Well, and with the winter coming.
And Oswald, are you asking me if I'm in Florida? Yes, I'm in Florida. So then, so I get home. I had no power for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 6 days.
Wow.
No power, no internet.
Yeah.
I hung out at the poker room because they had power and internet. and
you did good.
I did. I won like over $1,000. So, and they have hot food, awesome. Internet, power. I could charge all my batteries. They have USB ports at the table so you could charge your phone. So that was.
And you said the food was good too.
The two things that I tried there, I had the cheesesteak and I had burgers, and they were really good.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Justin. I will look into that. I called around and nobody has them, so. Well, it's not drywall, though. They're gypsum mobile home tiles.
Yeah.
They're like weird size, like 14 by 18 inches. They're really weird size, and nobody makes them anymore.
That's like the size of my outlet for my air conditioner. Nobody makes it, and you got to cut the stupid thing.
Yeah. So I don't remember which night this was, but so there was no gas for a long time too.
Yeah.
For like 3 or 4.
Oh yeah, you had to wait in line. Like
3 days, and then once there was gas, there was, because the gas stations couldn't run without power.
Right.
Right. And once the gas stations opened, they had to wait for deliveries, and 75 was all jacked up, so that it was really hard to get gas down here.
Yeah.
I-75. So once there was gas, then there were like mile-long lines for gas. That was kind of shitty. I'd go out at midnight and try and get gas, which worked. I'd only have to wait a little bit. And I went to get, I don't know if it was getting ice. I wanted to get a drink, I think, at Racetrack. And there's a bunch of people waiting outside the door. And there's this guy there smoking a cigarette, old guy, long ass beard, old, he's got, I swear he had an InfoWars sticker on the back of his car. I'm pretty sure he did. And
Nice.
we were talking. He's like, I'm all prepped up. I'm prepping. I've been prepping for years. I'm like, for the collapse? He's like, for Cyber Polygon, it's coming. So he started going off about Cyber Polygon, Klaus Schwab, and like, oh my God. It was funny.
Dude, my dad told me the New World Order.
I know, you told me.
He uttered those words. I was like, no fucking way. I when I got off the phone, I died laughing because I never thought I'd ever hear my dad say that. So I don't know if they're listening to Tucker Carlson. I don't know who they're listening to, but it's not CNN.
I don't know. I mean, enough of our politicians have uttered those three words.
Well, they have, yeah.
Or those two words in Biden's case.
Yeah. I know. 2 words. Oh my gosh.
Cyber Polygon, that's right. Yeah, so that's my hurricane story. I came back to my house Thursday, didn't get power till Tuesday. Had internet. And then my internet went out again for like 8 hours. I had it Tuesday morning, it went out on 3:30. So
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's good. I was going to check into a hotel for like a week.
Yeah, you were. I'm glad you didn't have to because you were weighing how much it was going to cost compared to everything else.
Buying a generator.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually went and looked at generators. They had some.
Did they have them?
Yeah,
still.
Yeah, they had a bunch of them.
Okay.
They had a bunch of them. I found a really nice one. It was dual fuel, could run on propane or gas.
Oh, nice.
And it's on wheels. It's portable, but it was like 300 pounds, and there's no way I could lift that in and out of my car.
Yeah. No way.
Yeah.
My in-laws have a generator. It's like tied into their electric, so because they live in the Sierras, so when the power goes out, the generator kicks on automatically, and it's tied into their propane tank and all that. So
yeah,
I think a lot of people in the foothills have that anyway. So, or at least they're all the newer houses probably have that.
Yeah, I did.
So that's kind of nice.
I didn't look into having it tied into my electric, but that would be cool.
Yeah,
it'd be
I know. Cool. Isn't that nice?
It'd be cool.
I mean, climate change is a real thing, and like they say, and you're gonna have a ton more hurricanes.
Well.
I know.
Climate change is a real thing, but it's not caused by humans or CO2 or anything.
And we're going into a grand solar minimum.
We're in it.
Yeah.
We're already in
the whole heat wave thing is.
Yeah. And this hurricane.
I think it's HARP and these atmospheric heaters and all these.
I heard
fucking these antennas. The Doppler radar, NextRad radar. We have one here in Davis.
Yeah, I heard. God, I don't remember who was talking about that. It was a woman, so she knows that they turned on the NextRad and steered that hurricane. I'm like, oh, whatever.
I know. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I don't know either.
I suspect, because it is not normal. They've been telling us for a long time they're going to do this. And they always do this shit way before they announce that they're doing it. It's always, they're always doing it on the sly. So, I mean, just like years ago when, the weirdness, and I was telling my parents, they're spraying us, there's chemtrails. And my mom finally admitted, they've been spraying us for years. Yeah, they have been.
Oh, we already got demonetized. Awesome. We already got demonetized.
Oh, you got demonetized?
This video.
This one right here today?
Yeah.
Why? Because we're talking about the vaccine?
Probably. Even though we're just reporting what is happening. It's
exactly.
Yeah. That's the way it goes. I don't really care.
Yeah.
What was something else I was going to say? I don't remember now. Thanks, Suzanne.
Sorry.
I'm teasing.
I know you are. It's so insane. The amount of censorship. So what about Alex Jones? The whole thing with Alex, almost $1 billion. Seriously, because he hurt people's feelings.
Yeah, I don't know what evidence was. First of all, this was a civil trial.
I don't know what evidence was presented
either.
Yeah,
right. So, I mean, I don't know how much he actually hurt these parents. And I don't know that he actually called them out by name and said, so-and-so.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, I don't think he did either. I think he was just calling it a hoax. A la Jim Fetzer type of stuff, right?
And he had
Wolfgang Halbig was who I was thinking.
Wolfgang Halbig, yeah.
Who also got shut down by lawsuits.
But he's not being sued.
I don't know that.
Like Alex Jones. Well, there hasn't been anything well, we don't know, honestly, but there hasn't been anything in the media about him being sued like Alex Jones.
I know he got sued, but I don't think it was. I think he settled. I don't remember. It was so long ago. But I don't.
I don't even know what's going on with him.
I think the whole Alex Jones thing was that because he has such a large audience and because he was so vocal about his beliefs on what happened, that the families and police officers and people involved with that situation were getting harassed to the point where they need to get $1 billion. I mean, that's what it comes down to. And, and I'm sure half of it's going to go to lawyers. Yeah.
Well, 30%. I think it's like 33% goes to the lawyer. So.
Oh, it was probably the climate change stuff that got us.
Oh.
Damn, we're not going to get that $1.50 from YouTube this month.
Oh, shit.
It's such a shame.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that video floating around of Al Gore from 1992 talking about how we have 10 years left before the planet is fucked?
Oh, my God. No, I didn't. I haven't seen that. He's such a tool.
He's a tool bag.
Oh, my gosh. These people, how can anybody take these people seriously? Honestly. Like, I mean, we all knew they were fucking lying to us from day one, but because none of us trust the government. None of us trust any of these people.
Well, if you remember, like if you're talking about the virus, like you and
the whole virus thing and the vaccine and I mean, a climate change, all of it.
But like
it's all like a lump thing.
At the beginning of 2020, you and I were kind of buying it. And then at some point...
We were buying that the virus was real.
Oh, yeah, I always believe that the virus is real. I don't care about that. It was the response to this mild virus, this 99.7% survivable virus that was out of whack. It was off proportionally too large for how dangerous it was. And that set off red flags for me.
Yes, me too.
But yeah, so I mean... April, May 2020, you and I are like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
And the masks and the social, all the nonsensical things they made everybody do.
Mm-hmm.
Because.
And in July of 2020, I went to visit my parents in Oregon.
Yep.
And I told my dad and my Uncle Denny, because they were like, you got to get the vaccine. And I said, it doesn't stop transmission. It lowers your symptoms. It's supposed to suppress.
Allegedly, they've never proved that.
That is, but Jer, we knew that's from the data that they put out. That's what they were telling us, and that is exactly what I told my dad and my Uncle Denny, my mother, everyone. I said it reduces your symptoms. It doesn't stop transmission. There's no need to get a vaccine because nobody is going to be stopped from getting this.
Correct.
So if you are 80. And you're going to have problems because the symptoms are going to be more severe in you because you have more comorbidities.
You're better off.
Then get the vaccine.
Yep.
But for somebody like me, who's not on medication, who is healthy, who has just lost a ton of weight,
or a 6-month-old baby.
Need. What's that?
Or a 6-month-old baby.
Exactly. Or a 5-year-old, or a fucking 10-year-old,
or a pregnant,
an 18-year-old,
mother,
or a pregnant mother. You do not need this shit. So oh my God,
I know.
we have just been like, I feel like the last 2 years have been the worst, tongue-tied. Like, we couldn't say anything. And we knew all this stuff, and we just had to talk amongst ourselves and be like, what the fuck is happening?
And getting pressure from like my family was every day. My mother texted me, did you get the vaccine? No, Mom, I can't. People at work, our president of our company is, you guys got to get vaccinated. You got to get vaccinated. I still can't go back to my office. I'm not allowed in.
I know.
It's like,
it's insane.
I know. I don't care.
I'm sure we're still being charged $100 a month because Steve didn't get vaccinated. We're still paying for not being vaccinated. Our health insurance,
get a fake vaccine
is
card.
Charging us. We are healthier than the people that fucking got vaccinated.
I know.
I'm sorry. That is what happened.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
So
I'm Paul Harvey.
Yep. We should get our money fucking money back and a bonus for being,
or getting no insurance.
Oh my God, it makes me so, I was beside myself. Anyway, we all know this. I've said it before.
Yes, indeed.
But this has been the most frustrating time in my life. And I've had 4 kids. So I know frustration.
And you're married to Steve.
I was a stay-at-home mom. Yeah, and I'm married to Steve, who only thinks about work. So, yeah. So this has been the most trying thing. And look, like, I just cleaned a bunch of old knives. Like, I'm ready. If someone... if there's civil war fucking breaks out, like, I didn't go buy I'm not buying a bunch of food because all these people are gonna leave. They're gonna fucking take off and go somewhere. I'll just pillage their houses and get all their food, and I'll stay where I'm at. I have it all planned out. So I got weapons. All those movies where people buried like forks in the yard and stuff, so people could come in the yard. Dude, I will do that. So, I'm ready.
Do you ever listen to Jeff Rentz?
I used to. I don't even know what he's on anymore.
I don't know either. Somebody posts his... I
don't think he's on YouTube, right?
No. He's on BitChute. You can find his audio.
Oh, okay.
But on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, he has this doctor lady on, and they talk about COVID stuff. And I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh, they had a nurse on last week. Was it Friday? Maybe Monday. I don't remember. It was Monday or Friday. Who works at a hospital, and she's talking about how the people that are coming in who have been like quadruple jabbed have black blood.
Whoa.
Yeah. And it's really hard to draw blood from these people. Like, it's too thick to pull out through a needle.
So have we figured out what that is? Is it amyloids or...
So the idea, the thinking right now is that those white clots that form are amyloid fibrils, which are basically just proteins in your body, in your blood.
Yeah, They
misfold and then they coagulate.
Right.
And the spike protein that your body's generating from the vaccine can definitely create those amyloid proteins, those folded proteins, which is also the basis for prion disease, I believe.
Right.
Is the same kind of thing. Yeah.
Mad cow disease.
CJD.
Yeah, right.
So,
which we knew in 2020. And we were talking about it in 2020
Well, we didn't know they were
because
amyloid.
of McCarran. McCarran
McCarran brought, yeah, I know, but
is,
nobody's actually proven that they're amyloid proteins. I know Mike Adams. All these people are such fringe people, you can't really, cite them as authoritative because they're known for being fringe or conspiracy theorists or whatever bullshit label you want to put on them, but they're providing, from their point of view, objective information about this. McCarran too. Mike Adams has gotten clots from that Hirschman embalmer who pulled them out of somebody.
Yeah.
He's actually got the clots from this guy, and he's been examining them, and he cannot identify them. They're not blood.
He cannot?
No. But he just might not have the right tools. Nor has he found...
Aren't they looking through these super high microscopes, though?
Yeah, but you still can't tell what they are. I don't think he's got like an electron microscope. He's just got a regular microscope.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's definitely using microscopy, but not like 1,000 times or 8,000 times. He can't look at the cells or...
Oh, okay. All right.
I think Mike Adams has been working more on what will dissolve them to come up with a treatment.
Right, and that's what I was wondering too. Like that was my whole thing in the beginning, was how to hack to make, to reduce whatever's happening in people's bodies. What supplements do you have to take? How can you stop what's happening?
Yeah. I don't think
there's got to be something.
No, there isn't. Because the spike protein production never turns off. I don't think. I think your body's going to continue to make it.
Probably. So, but some people didn't get, because of how, remember how they said it had to be like 70 degrees below zero and like all this stuff. They had all these protocols and everybody had to buy these freezers, and then all of a sudden, no, nobody has to buy them. It's fine.
And don't mix and match. Don't mix and match doses. Oh, now you can.
Yeah. Oh no, you can. I mean, come on. So wait. A lot of people.
Sorry, go ahead. A lot of people.
Oh no, I just think a lot of people probably got bunk. There were like, it was all exposed to what the elements, or I think a lot of people just got nothing from the vaccine. They got the vaccine and nothing happened.
Yes,
but the people who got the actual spike are the ones who are fucked up.
I had heard, I don't remember who I heard talk about this, but if you got one out of a fresh vial, it was generally okay. Didn't affect you.
Okay.
But as it sat out and more people drew from it, as it got warmer and closer to the bottom, and they would then put that back in the fridge, right, for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of like they went bad after that, and those are the bad things. Plus, there's been reports that certain batches have a higher amount of things happen. Yeah, it's just
What
bad.
about that nurse that said, what was that, in Bulgaria or something? She was saying that there was like things to the batches, and these batches were the ones that were going to kill people, and these batches were the ones that weren't. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was insane.
Shellback is a no-show, James. So there's a person in chat, Elizabeth Donnell. Hello, welcome. First-time viewer, long-time listener. No, first time all around. She says I'm lost it now. God damn it. She works with old people, she said. Where is it?
Mm-hmm.
Can't find it. God damn it. She said, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I found it. Dementia diagnosis is much more common in people post-vax. She works with elderly people. And she said multiple of her clients have randomly gotten clots. She saved 2 clients.
Wow.
Their doctors didn't believe her.
Oh my God.
And then she's talking up Oswald. You two should get together. It's passed into breast milk. Yep, I saw that study.
Yeah. Yep.
Bodily fluids too. So don't let a man come in you if... Okay, good to know.
I told my husband we would get divorced if he got it. I was serious too.
Yeah.
And I told my kids I would kill them before I would let Big Pharma kill them.
She's a geriatric care manager.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, Ashley and Andy, they know a nurse, and she told them, it's going to cause dementia. People are going to get dementia. Like, they knew right away. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Who is this James B guy?
I don't see I'm not looking at the chat.
I know. He's obviously a...
No, it's okay.
He's a cruising with steak person, but I just don't know who it is. Dude, if you want to come on the show, hit me up in Discord. I'll pass with a Zoom link.
Come on the show.
Anyone here. Oh, it's Gary.
Taters?
Yeah.
Come on the show, Gare.
I'm getting him a link right now. Box Cutter Gary. Coming on the show. There's copy invite link. Boom.
So I don't feel like there's for a year I had this horrible feeling like, we were all going to be forced to get this. And I was very I had moments of despondency because of it. And and you kept telling me they cannot force you to get this if you don't want it.
Correct.
But I was thinking you wouldn't get Social Security later on. Like, you wouldn't get any of the shit you've worked for all your life. They're going to take that shit away. And granted, that's a choice, but it shouldn't have to be a choice. And that was the thing. What was that? That made... I think it was a bunch of geese.
Sounds like a cat.
That made me the maddest.
Yeah, it was
the
very...
shit we paid into, you're gonna fucking tell me that I can't get what I paid into? Are you fucking kidding me? And then healthcare, I called my insurance company. I was like, are you gonna, make the unvaxxed people not have insurance? I wanted to know. I called everyone right away. Called my doctor's office. I was like, what is happening with this shit? So anyway, it all seemed to be okay, but I saw that it could go down a really bad road.
I'm asking Elizabeth if she wants to come on and talk about her work.
Oh, yeah. It'd be nice to have a nurse's perspective.
It would very much so.
Yeah.
No,
because
she's
we're all
not a nurse. She's
dark.
A geriatric care manager.
Oh, well, still,
she wipes asses.
Well, she probably doesn't.
No,
She's
I know.
the manager.
I tell you, nothing humbles you more than having to have somebody wipe your ass in the hospital.
It is true.
Yeah.
Yep. Having a catheter in, having to bathe you.
Bathe? Oh, that would have been nice.
Humbling.
That would have been nice.
My neighbor, who was a nurse when I had my partial hysterectomy and bladder and bowel lift, she came in and she got me in the shower. It was so embarrassing, but it was nice to have somebody that cares about you, to help you, because I was in a lot of pain, so it was really nice. And nurses, they're the salt of the earth, I swear. And this whole thing that has separated nurses, because the ones that believed the government and what they were saying, and they believed pharma, as opposed to the ones that didn't, it just makes me so sad that people were hoodwinked, and it's really it's so sad.
Yeah,
because I don't think they're bad people at all. They just got
they don't know anybody
caught up in it. Yeah.
It's like I was at the CVS today. I sent you that picture.
Oh God.
There was a huge line of people waiting to get shots. They were going to get COVID shots and flu shots together, like this new booster. And they're all old people. I mean, they're all.
Yeah.
The one guy in front of me's birthday was 1932. It makes him what,
Oh
90?
My gosh. Yeah.
What the fuck is that? People driving by with the subwoofers. Yeah, it was just this. I just wanted to shake him and go, "Don't get it. You don't need it.
I know.
It's over."
This kid was in front of me yesterday when I went in there to get Steve's prescription, and I just wanted to say, don't get it. Like when I was at the doctor's office and these people were bringing their kids, I said stuff out loud. The lady said, she's a little nervous. I said, I don't blame her. And Steve elbowed me. I can't help it.
And you should have said, well, you'll be just as nervous when she's in the hospital with myocarditis.
Right? Oh my God. I just want to shake these people.
I know.
It's experimental.
I know. I'm
what
behind
part of that don't you fucking get?
I'm in line next to these people and they're like, I can't wait to get my COVID vaccine. I'm like, oh my God.
I know.
What is wrong with you? But
well,
this
they're
is
scared.
The thing.
They got scared.
It's not only the fright, and the fear. They've been programmed by the media.
Yes.
And they don't seek out any alternative information whatsoever. They just believe what's in the paper and what's on what the local news tells them, or CNN or whatever. And I know I live in a mostly Republican area, so I would say these people probably are 50-50 CNN/Fox viewers, right? But Fox is putting out the same message. Fox.
I know.
I mean, it's not like they
Tucker, I think Tucker's the only one that's saying anything about it,
but he's vaccinated himself.
Fox. I know he is,
and you Fox
and
had
they
a vaccine.
Required it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So
right, that's right, James. That Newsom signed that bill to make medical misinformation illegal.
That's
which
right.
means doctors can no longer practice medicine now.
That's right.
In California.
So we're fucked here in California.
Oh, Cece, my whole family got it. Everyone except me. I'm the only one in my entire family who did not get it.
Yeah, you are. And you're so lucky. Everybody's still okay.
I know.
I think that too. My whole family, I mean, Steve and I didn't get it. None of my 4 kids got it. They did not vaccinate their children. My oldest son's in-laws got it, but he tried telling them not to get it, but they both got COVID and they got scared and they didn't want to get it again. So they got the vaccine, and they're Christians, big Christians, which, like, for a lot of Christians, it's like, no,
because it has aborted fetal tissue. Not really.
Right.
It doesn't really have it.
Well, it doesn't really, but they used it.
They used it to formulate the chemicals that they put in it.
But who knows if they really fucking put it in there or not, Jared? We don't have any of that information.
Yeah.
So we don't know what they put in it. For real. Because they won't release it.
The Fauci juice. What does Salty call it?
What does he call it?
I don't remember. I can't remember now.
I can't remember.
The Fauci ouchie juice or something like that.
Yeah, Fauci ouchie. Oh my God, I want that guy to go down. I want to see him at the end of a rope. All these people, I want them at the end of a rope. I don't care. I have no sympathy.
Oswald was talking about, you're forgetting all the TikTok ritual dancing nurses.
Right? Oh my God. When they had nothing to do because nobody was at the hospital, but they were saying all the unvaccinated are causing hospitals to collapse.
Right. That whole pandemic of the unvaccinated narrative.
Yeah. Ugh. And we all knew it was going to be a pandemic of the vaccinated. So.
Oh, back to my point about rents. He keeps bringing up the Deagle report.
Oh, yeah.
That whole Deagle report thing by 2020.
That whole Deagle report was a big thing back then.
Yeah.
What was it, like 65 million people would be left?
No, I think it was 50 million. It was something like that.
Wow.
It was a lot low. Elizabeth, welcome. Very nice to meet you. You're muted.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, welcome.
Hi.
Please turn down your radio.
No, I think that was just.
I know she's got the video on.
No,
Got it worked out.
Can you hear me?
I can,
Yeah.
but you have to stop playing the video.
Got it. Okay, how about now?
Perfect.
Yeah, sound great.
Okay, I can hear you too.
Sweet. So, welcome. Nice to meet you. Thank you
Hey,
for
thank you.
stopping by. Your first time listener, right?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And you are a geriatric care person.
Yes. Exactly. I'm a gerontologist, so there's geriatric physicians, and then there's gerontologists, and so gerontologists typically have like a more well-rounded perspective, and their job is like to look at things like as a whole. So I do a lot of connecting of the dots and a lot of provision of resources and pattern detection. That's basically what I do.
Cool. And
Yeah.
what kind of nonsense you were talking about? Some of the things you've been seeing, clots and whatnot.
Yeah, I have 15 regular clients, and I follow them, over time. So these are people who I've known for 1 or more years. So I know their patterns, and ever since they've gotten vaccinated, their health has declined. Their energy levels have gone down. They're more mentally foggy. There are some that aren't affected in this way, but the majority are. And yes, two clients have had blood clots. One of them, the doctors did not take it seriously at all. It was treated by heparin,
Yep.
and it did resolve it.
That's good.
It's really interesting. And then they get put on blood thinners.
Yep.
And
Coumadin.
and that creates a whole other series of medical issues typically. But there's neuro COVID. You might want to look up like neuro COVID and treatments. But there's an expectation that a whole bunch more people are going to be getting dementia diagnoses.
Yeah.
Neuro COVID, their gut health is worse. Their energy levels are just all around worse as well.
So my big question here is that, like, this whole neuro COVID thing and everything you just said, basically, in people who have, is it only in people who have had COVID, then got the injections, or is it what's the distribution? Is it people in, what percent of people who are post-COVID have it? Which percent of people post-COVID with injections have it, and people without COVID and just injections? I'm real interested in that data because it came out a while ago, like last year at some point, that if you were post-COVID and had the antibodies, the correct, the killer T cells and all the good antibodies you need, not the crap the mRNA makes, and then got the injection, it would destroy all that natural immunity that you'd built up, which would allow any future infections to just run rampant in your system, which would make sense.
Yeah, it impairs natural immunity.
Yeah.
I believe it does. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, so
I don't have data, right? Like, I'm not a researcher. I am very objective, but I'm just going based on pattern observation, right? So I have only 15 clients. Each of my colleagues have about 15 clients. They're all either older adults, which I qualify as like 75 or older. To me, that's an older adult these days. But some people are younger than that and have like dementia. And I can say that all of my clients, whether they had COVID or not, all of my vaccinated clients, they have declined in their memory and in their energy levels and in their overall spark in their eyes since they've been vaccinated.
But you don't know if they had COVID prior to that.
Well, all of my clients, whether or not they've had COVID, it's the case that what I just described.
It's still the same. Okay.
But some of my clients have gotten COVID. It's just individual differences, really, based on what I've observed, whether like how they respond after they're vaccinated and they get COVID. Most people who are vaccinated do end up getting COVID. So,
yes, I noticed that.
So it's hard for me to answer that question. I'm not a researcher, and it would be inappropriate for me to.
Absolutely. None of us are researchers or scientists.
Yeah.
We're just observational people here.
Yeah, but I follow Dr. John Campbell. He's really good. He does daily videos. And then Dr. Philip McMillan, he's led international symposiums, and I follow him on LinkedIn. I started following him several years ago, and he's a big proponent of keeping your nasal passageway clear.
Yeah. McCullough is too.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, Philip McMillan and Dr. McCullough, yeah, absolutely. But Dr. Philip McMillan is an overlooked one, and he got banned on LinkedIn, actually. So I think it takes a lot to get banned on LinkedIn, but his videos, he's had like COVID symposiums from people all around the world, including with Gert van der Bosch.
Yep, Geert.
So that's a really interesting video if you want to check that out. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful.
Oh, it's fantastic. Geert did a great interview with, he's done a couple with Brett Weinstein on Dark Horse. I don't know if you've seen those. And he was also with, Del Bigtree. He did a couple with Del Bigtree on the High Wire. That have been really good, and everything that Van der Bosch has come out and talked about has actually happened for the most part.
Yeah.
So
sure.
He's right on. Yeah, I can't wait to see what hell this new bivalent booster brings on. And you can't get that unless you can't get the bivalent unless you've had the first two doses.
I don't know if it's in their favor to get it or not, quite frankly, because their immunity, I think, gets shot, and who knows, maybe they do need it. I really don't know, but they're getting hit right now with the flu shot too.
Yep.
And
who knows what's in that?
And a lot of them are up for the shingle shot for some reason.
Yep.
A lot of my clients are being told, "Hey, you haven't gotten your shingle shot," so it's all coming at the same time. And my client today, she has dementia, but she's fully vaxxed, and she's been telling me, and she got COVID, and she's been telling me how important it is for her to go get the booster. And she said that she got the flu shot last week, and then the shingle shot 2 weeks before that, and she just got COVID a month ago. And I'm like, just take your time, if you want to get it, okay, but please take your time. And that's just like those poor children who get all their vaccines all bundled together, and it's just an overload for their brain. So if the brain is going to get any chance to not be extraordinarily inflamed, they need to space it out at least. So I can't tell them don't get it.
Right.
I would lose my job, but I tell them, hey, please space it out and just only go when you're feeling strong. Keep in mind that there's symptoms. Almost everyone gets a symptom and they get kind of sick afterwards. So even a lot of my colleagues who have gotten it have gotten really sick. They get these weird upper respiratory things. And they're healthy, whatever, 50, 60-year-old women, but they're around all these elderly people all the time, and they're not wearing masks, and they're not distancing or anything. And so, if it's true that they're shedding, they're around it, and their immunity is compromised, right? Because they're fully vaccinated. And so the cycle continues.
Right. Yeah. And it's unfortunate that so many people are convinced that, and I blame the CDC for this too, that natural immunity from a natural infection is far superior to anything that the injections can do. So like that patient
the problem with it is that it's free. Yeah.
I don't care if it's free. It doesn't help. It's going to make things worse. And like that woman.
The problem with natural immunity.
Oh, no, I get that from a pharmaceutical perspective, but I'm saying that like your one patient who just got over COVID now is going to get another shot. It's like you have built the antibodies. Don't go there.
Exactly.
Want to slap those people.
So anyway, I hope that that's been helpful. I think I'm going to sign off now, but I'm really happy to meet you.
No, it's nice to meet you too, and thank you for coming on. And I'm thrilled that you came on, and welcome to our listener base. We're just regular people trying to figure out what's going on in the world.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you. I'll start following your show. So thanks.
Appreciate it. Thanks. Take care.
Okay, you too.
Bye. Bye. We're also joined by Pirate Shipping. Is that who this is? Suzanne's in here twice now. Oh my God. So you're up in Tampa, right? Near Tampa? Justin? Here, I can unmute you. There we go. You're muted. You're muted. There you go.
I'm in Savannah, Georgia.
You're in Savannah. I thought you were in Tampa. Or I thought you were in Florida.
No.
Okay.
I'm down there every once in a while, but
Got it. So you got some of the hurricane, right?
yeah, we got a little, just about an inch of rain though. It went north, it went up towards
North Carolina.
Charleston, north of Charleston.
Okay. Cool. So what kind of good info you got to share with us?
I don't know. I just
This is not a shit show like Cruising with Steak. It's more it's more you must participate or get the fuck out kind of thing. No, I'm kidding. But I'm not kidding about it's not like last night's show. It's more
chill.
It's more conversational.
Yeah. I listen to y'all's show fairly regularly.
That's cool.
Oh, good.
Well, thank you.
That's nice.
Yeah, I saw. I didn't have to wrench you, so you must have been around for before. Brisson finally showed up in chat.
I was going to tell you your panels or whatever in your ceiling. You can get them at most any drywall supply place sells acoustical tile materials as well, and all the track and all the tiles and everything.
Right.
And if you can't find the size that fits, it can be trimmed. It's just like a piece of drywall.
It's not the width; it's the length. These are 14-foot panels.
Oh, it's the long ones, the old school ones.
The old school, exactly. These were made like in the 70s, and they don't make them anymore. So I went to a local place here, and they told me that there's only one company that makes them. I looked them up, and they don't actually have it on their website, so I don't know if they do make them anymore.
Well, what you could, I mean, it won't match up with what you have, but you could put an extra piece of track in there and basically split one, so you have two separate squares.
I think I might just go with drywall because then I can hang my fan back up.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Yeah,
I do dry. That's what I do is drywall.
All right, we'll come down and do it. Because I'm sure someone's going to rate me to do it locally.
Well, holler at me when they give you an estimate, and I'll let you know if you're getting screwed or not.
We'll do. Trying to read chat here. Vax and vape juice and hormone treatment aftermath will be a nightmare for fertility. What's the vape juice got to do with it, Oswald?
Vape juice?
Yeah, he's talking to somebody else.
Oh. I wonder what's going on with Nisha's electricity and stuff.
I don't know.
Sounds like it's
I don't know. She texted me and said
weird up there. Okay.
She said she was waiting on electrical help. I don't know what that means.
Oh. Huh.
Did you guys get anything at Prime Day today?
Oh, it was Prime Day?
Yeah.
I didn't. Did you?
No. I don't need anything. I got everything I need almost. I got everything I need. I love that song. You ever heard that song?
No, what is it?
It's a Blues Brothers song. I don't know if it's Blues Brothers.
I saw the Blues Brothers mobile in Salida when we lived there. It was at the hotel there. It had the big thing on the top.
I'll play like 2 seconds of this because we'll get banned. Oh shit. Share screen. Share sound. Oh, I can't do this. Fuck. Say something.
What?
Oh, I can still hear it. Cool. Looks like they fixed
All
it.
right. They fixed what?
When I shared the screen with sound in the past, it switched my audio inputs, which then fucked up the output of the audio of the show.
Oh.
All right, here's the song.
I got everything I need, almost. I got everything I need, almost. But I don't got you, and you're the thing I need the most.
You never heard that?
No, I haven't. It's a great song.
It is a great song. The whole Blues Brother album is great. I was an extra in that movie.
That's right, in the mall.
In the Civic Center, yeah. Good times. Good times.
You had to run? Did you have to run?
No, we just were standing around at the outside of the mall area.
Oh, okay. You weren't like when they were crashing the car and stuff in the
No,
mall?
it was a scene where they ran into the building.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. And they were just filming, and the tanks were there, and the army people and stuff. Me and my friends cut school. We cut school because I used to go to school. It's hard to explain. I went to school like right on the outskirts of the loop of the downtown area of Chicago. That's where my high school was. And we could take a bus to where that was, which is what we did. I think we might have taken a cab too. Went to the Berghoff for lunch. We like totally took off school. We're like, fuck it. Let's go. Went to the Berghoff for lunch, got good schnitzel, and
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah, pretty much. You can't, when the movie came out, you couldn't see us anywhere there. Oh, Gary Taters.
Taters.
So, yeah.
Funny.
Good times. Madfinger was an extra in a Kiss movie, Detroit Rock City. Awesome.
What? Oh, that's nice.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Well, cool. I say we call it a night.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah. Has it been an hour?
It's been over an hour.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, like, where did Gary go? I was going to let him say something. But screw it.
I didn't even see him pop up.
He popped in. He and I could talk about poker.
Oh, yeah.
So I bought a new phone stand and a privacy screen for my phone. So the stand will tuck under the rail of the poker table. So I could put my camera like right there and film my hands now. And then no one to my right and left could see it. I went live that one day on Friday, and there's a dude like sitting back looking at my camera. I'm like, dude, you can't look at that shit. So I didn't realize that he could see what I was doing,
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh, man.
so-
Well, it's good that you found out.
yeah, he actually told me. He's like, you got to get one of those privacy screens that you can't see it from the side.
What's a privacy screen? I don't know about
It's like
Unless-
a polarized lens.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Unless you're looking directly at it, you can't see what's on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That sounds nice.
They make them for you can do your computer like that too.
You can.
And
Oh,
just-
wow.
Yeah, it'll just show. It'll look like a white screen, but you can wear polarized sunglasses and see what's on the screen, but nobody else can unless they have polarized sunglasses on.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Well, cool. Well, thanks everyone for
That's
joining
fun.
us tonight. We know it's a short show, and thank you, Suzanne and Justin.
You're
And
welcome.
Elizabeth, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Elizabeth. Gary just said as soon as
I
he
know,
joined.
I saw it. Well, Gary, get your
Gary
ass in here
quit.
sooner next time. Yeah, I know it's short. Nish isn't here because she usually is the talker,
Yeah, she is.
not me.
She brings up stuff
Yeah,
to talk about.
right. And I'm, mentally deficient, so I can't think up that kind of stuff. Anyway,
I could talk about our tennis stuff, but
It all depends on the flow.
it all depends on the flow. But we'll be back in a couple weeks as soon as I find someone else to come on. I think we're going to get that Lex Luthor guy on, Les Luthor.
Ooh.
And I've still got that Bart Cybro interview to release. So I should get editing on that. So anyway, thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful night, and we will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Good night.